Hey guys, what's up? I hope you were safe and well, and thank you for tuning in today. So, we are going to continue as planned and do a quick reaction to the Arsenal game today. I'm going to try and keep them fairly short, but I would like to know what you guys think, what your opinions were. And if I can keep doing this consistently, I will look to improve the way I record the content. But I think doing it live after the match is probably the best way to be fresh, be real, and just to be myself. So, firstly, I'd like to say I think Kieran Tierney's injury at the beginning of the game, ruling him out of the game, was probably the biggest downer to this game today, because I think it completely changed our game plan. I mean, after observing the game, I think the 2-1 win was absolutely fantastic, and you have to say it's fantastic based on the fact that we actually didn't play that well today. West Ham quite clearly dominated us, and I wasn't expecting that. I was very confident that we were actually going to win that game by a number of goals, based on the amount of goals we've seen on the Premier League games today. So I think we got Everton got 5 against, was it West Brom? 5-2. Manchester United lost 4-1 to Crystal Palace. And there was one other game today. But anyway, I'm here to talk about Arsenal. So I was expecting a lot of goals from Arsenal. And we didn't get that. But I think the fact we managed to grind out a win is great. It is fantastic. But yeah, overall, I think I wasn't too impressed by a number of performances today. In fact, I don't think anyone really played particularly well today. I would say the players who I think need to be looked at on this occasion, and I don't want to be negative, but I wasn't too impressed with Bernd Leno, if I'm honest, and I wasn't a fan of selling Martinez purely because I thought Martinez commanded his box far better than Leno did. And I think we saw what I'm afraid of from Leno, the flapping, the hesitation, the lack of confidence. And he's playing with the same, well, not the same back line, but I think that when your goalkeeper's confident, when your goalkeeper's commanding, it breeds confidence in the defenders. And I think by dropping those balls and flapping, I think he made me nervous. So he's probably making some of the players nervous as well with his decision making. But that's why I felt we should have kept Martinez. I think that he had more fire, more confidence, and he was able to actually have more authority over the box than Leno does. And Kolasinac, man, I think sometimes when you're a manager, you've got to look at players and think, look, if you stay in this team, it's going to ruin you because you're not ready for this challenge. This challenge isn't for you. And I think, unfortunately, Kolasinac is one of those players who isn't up to the standard for Arsenal Football Club. And by him staying at the club, it doesn't do him any favours. It does for his bank balance, potentially, but not for him, because I think he clearly, to me, looked like the worst player on the pitch. At one point, he looked like he was injured. I don't know if he was injured or if it was just an excuse or what. I hope he isn't injured, because I think he's probably a really nice guy, but he needs a challenge more suited to him. I think he was very static during the game. I was watching a lot of his passes. They were sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards. There was no energy, no forward thinking. And a lot of the times when I saw West Ham breaking forward, I'd often see Kolasinac way back chasing, whereas Tierney would normally command that area and give us a bit more solidarity. We also have to say, Kolasinac was picked because Tierney got injured, and I'm a big fan of Kieran Tierney. I've been following him since he was at Celtic, because Celtic's the team I support up in Scotland. But unfortunately, if he's going to get injured on a regular basis, that is going to be a concern. I have always been concerned about the left-back position, in the sense of Tierney is not 100% reliable as it stands. And as you can see, if Tierney is out for a number of weeks, we don't really have someone to put into that left-back slot that we can rely on. Kolasinac is not the guy. I don't know if we've got to play around with maybe putting Gabriel there. I think Gabriel went slightly further out left towards the end of the game. Or even mould Maitland-Niles or Saka more into that position as a backup for Tierney, but we need to be looking at that position at the minute. Maybe we can find a slightly old... I think if you look at it, we've got Cedric at right back. He wasn't even on the bench, but maybe we need a Cedric-style backup for Tierney. Not so much for Bellerin, because with Bellerin, we have got a number of players in the team who can play at right back if needed. It doesn't look like Mustafi's going anywhere, so he's an option. Chambers is an option, just to be a backup. Whereas at left back, we don't really have anyone solid enough to play there. So all in all, I think it was a great result for us as Arsenal fans because it's a win. It doesn't matter how you get the win sometimes, as long as you get the win. It keeps us with a 100% record, and it keeps us with the momentum. It keeps us knowing that even if we don't play well, we can grind out a result. But if we continue playing like this, we are going to lose games, especially if we play against more clinical opposition. So, yeah, all in all, I wasn't impressed. I was kind of bored watching the game, if I'm honest. But we won it, so that's all that matters. So yeah, let me know what you think, your opinion on the game, what you think particularly about Leno and Kolasinac. I'd say in all, I can't really pick out a man of the match really for Arsenal. Ceballos didn't do too well in the first half, but the second half, obviously, he gave the assist, so he sort of redeemed himself a bit. And at the end of the day, let's not be too negative. A win is a win, and it's all part of the process. You can be the best team in the world, but you will have days like this, and what's important is what you manage to achieve from those games. So yeah, just a quick one. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and as I said, if I can continue doing this on a regular basis after games, I will look to maybe improve the style of content. Yeah, there's a lot more I can say, but we start off little by little. Let me know your thoughts. And we move on to the next game, which is against Liverpool away, I believe. That's going to be a really tough one. But maybe we can step up. And it's important to see the situation on Tierney, especially. But yeah, anyway, guys, much love. Take care. See you soon. Sorry about this. I need to iron it.